Hi, hi team, what's going on? I was gonna say welcome back to kazupai YouTube, but I realized that this is not kazupai YouTube. It's a new channel. Today we're gonna be building a starter home that's kind of like Midwest themed. I imagine it's kind of like a rundown ghost town, kind of like in the middle of, I don't know, Minnesota, Michigan, Ohio, that type of area. The house itself is actually based off of the house from the cover of an American football album. I'll put the photo up on screen right now. So yeah, that's what it's based off of, and I think it actually turned out pretty well. It comes in at like literally just below 20k, and it's 2 floors, which probably wasn't the best idea for a starter home because I have to pay for stairs and all that. But I think overall it turned out well. We've got all the essentials, and I even landscaped it a lot too. This house is actually for I have this project, which I'll have a video touring some of them later, but I'm trying to build all of Newcrest, but with like old, like rundown, grungy, Midwest type builds. And this is the first starter home I built, and I think it looks pretty good. You can see one right next to it. I used a lot of debug for this build and all the other builds in this world, and I have done a lot of scrolling through debug. But yeah, so we just finished the outside build. There's some windows on the side, and the front's pretty simple. It's just got a small porch, one window on the top, and I think 2 windows on the bottom. The layout came pretty easily as well, just because it's such a small house. I had 2 bedrooms upstairs and a bathroom, and then I originally had a bathroom downstairs as well, but I'm pretty sure I ended up getting rid of it just for money reasons. There's no reason to have 2 bathrooms in a 2-bedroom house in The Sims, especially in the starter home. That's something we can add later on. I spent so much time finicking with those roofs because I didn't want the roof pieces in where the windows were, so I think there's like 4 different roof pieces for one roof. Adding a window for the bathroom as well. I don't have any sort of back porch on this house just because it didn't really work out and how much money. But I put a little like stairway out the back, and I deleted the underside of the stairs to get a little bit more money, as you do. The back of this house is nothing special. I mean, it's a starter home. On the bright side, this house is like on a pretty big lot, so you have lots of room to expand if you really wanted to. It's in like that one neighborhood in Newcrest where it's all just one street. Um, Not my favorite neighborhood, to be honest. I like the lots because they're all pretty big, but I don't like how there's none on the other street, or the other side of the street. It just bothers me a little bit. Yeah, I'm doing the back right now. The door moved. That was kind of weird. But yeah, I didn't really restrict packs in this build. I don't own that many packs, but I definitely used the basement kit and the new book nook kit, which I want to actually build a library with for a video. Just because I want like huge sprawling big bookshelves on every wall. I think it'll be really cool. I might make a new one for the university or for Willow Creek or something. I'm not sure yet. But yeah, we're just adding some roof trim and all that. A lot of these builds, I don't want to use white. Like the columns that I use are actually technically gray, just because the white ones look too new. Like they look too nice, and I want everything to look kind of junky. Yeah, I'm painting the walls too. Oh yeah, I used Parenthood a lot too. I use Parenthood walls everywhere. I also end up changing the flooring later on too, because that flooring is like really expensive, and I didn't realize I wanted to place it down. Although I do really like it. Another thing I did for this build, just because it's the starter home, is I basically only used windows for wall decorations. I don't know if there's any wall decorations in the entire house, but I mean, they're not really necessary and they cost a lot of money. There needs to be more cheap art in this game, I swear. I don't understand why all the art is so expensive. I guess in real life art would be expensive, but it's not real life, it's The Sims, so what do you want from me? Adding lights everywhere, I just use the basic, saucer lights and all the basic appliances. There's nothing really special when you're doing a starter home. Trying to use any sort of counter that isn't just the cheapest one, or appliances aren't the cheapest one, just means you can't do anything else, and so you're pretty much forced to, which is fine. It just sucks a little bit. I definitely wanted to have a window above the sink too, because in my house in real life we don't have a window above the sink and it sucks a lot. I wish my house had more windows, it'd be really nice. So that was something I wanted to do in this house. And the reference image that I used doesn't really have like anything for the inside I couldn't find, so I just kind of winged the inside. I wanted to make sure to get a desk in here with the laptop, or not laptop, just the junky old cheapest computer, just because having a computer is so useful in gameplay. So I put that in the main bedroom, and then I made a kid's bedroom as well with like a toy chest and all that. So yeah, we're working on the living room right now. I had trouble with the layout because it's really small, but it works out in the end. In real life, right now, I am in between school semesters, so no school right now. I start my next semester in August. I'm trying to find a job for the last 2 months before August, but out of all the places I have called, or not called, but applied to online, which is like double digits at this point, maybe like 15. None of them have responded to me, so I'm having the worst luck ever. Um, and now I'm running out of time before school starts again, and I can't have a job while I'm in school because it's like 5 days a week, 8 hours every day of classes, and a lot of work, and it's like almost impossible unless I guess I could work weekends, and that's it, which really sucks. I can't find one because I need money. I need money to fuel my ice cap addiction. Yeah, in the living room here, I use the basement TV. I like that TV a lot. It's the same price as the other cheapest TV from base game, but I just think that this one has like more style to it. Like it looks nicer than the other kind of TV. I opted for that one instead of the other one. And we're in the kids' bedroom now. I just use the kids set. It's cheap. It looks nice. There's, I think I put Blarfy in here maybe too. And I use that new rug. The rug I guess came with the Infits update, and I love all the swatches on it. It's such a pretty rug. Wish we had more rugs like that in the game. And yeah, I think that's all. I think maybe I go back and I add like 2 toys on top of the toy chest perhaps, but I can't really remember. Also had some trouble with this main bedroom with the layout because the door is kind of in a weird place. I think I end up moving this bed around, even though it doesn't look as good, like because it's not on the windows anymore, but I just felt for like everything else it made more sense with the layout. Yeah, there's also no dresser in here. I put a bookshelf instead. Because I thought it'd be more useful. There's a mirror you can change your appearance in, so it doesn't really matter. I also love that bed swatch. The base game bed swatch is not enough. I think there should be more probably, but that one is one. Yeah, here's where we moved the bathroom. That one's really nice. I like the plaid. It kind of reminds me of a cabin, and I like that a lot. We also just make that area bigger, so we move the dining table to the middle. And I do add curtains in the living room and maybe in the upstairs bedroom, but not in the kids' bedroom, just because curtains are kind of expensive and I didn't prioritize them. But, oh, am I moving the fridge? No, I don't think I moved the fridge, but I thought about it. I moved that plant. And yeah, there's a big kitchen area to be fair. So I made the living room slightly bigger, and I just centered everything again. And I also block off like 1 square behind the stairs. So there's not usable stuff there. You could open it if you want. I didn't think the 1 square really mattered. It looked kind of weird with just the empty void right there. And I couldn't move the stairs back one because then the upstairs bathroom wouldn't have worked. So I was like, well, I'll just close that off. It won't really matter too much. And I didn't want to use all of the cheapest stuff. Like, I wanted it to look really cheap and just kind of thrown together. So I used like the basement coffee table and the TV and stuff and the little foldable chairs. But for the couch, I just used the base game couch because I thought like the cheap base game couch almost looked too nice. Like it looks like too plasticky and nice for a house like this. Another thing I did is I also added an easel to the front porch to have like a skill building item. And I also added, I think, planter pots in the back. And we're nearing the end here. I did a driveway and I put a debug car. I also did dirt all the way around the driveway just to like blend it in. And I put that house really far back. So imagine like this sort of town, like it's a really small American town and it's a lot of space. You don't really need to have your house really far front up, and so everyone has big lots. So I just like I like the idea of having like a long driveway. And yeah, I love these debug fences. I use those debug fences in every build I do, especially in this like Midwest world. Yeah, I was just inspired to do this because I know in real life I would hate living in a city like this because it'd be like no public transport and nothing to do, and it'd be like a dead end kind of idea, and I'd hate that. But the aesthetic is nice. I like the aesthetic, especially in The Sims. And I've done so many other builds. I think I've done like 4 houses now, and I've done 3 community lots. I'll show you guys all of them probably in the next video on this channel, so that'll be exciting. But yeah, I'm filling up this neighborhood now. I've done the top neighborhood in Newcrest, getting some pine trees. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like maybe the state that's to be more the most similar to be like maybe Michigan. I don't know, I've never been there, but that's kind of the vibes I get, like kind of like Ontario, Great Lakes area. I'm from Canada, so I don't know much about the US, but I try. And I got some landscaping on this side. It's all debug landscaping, even the trees, the power lines too. Pretty much everything on the outside is debugged just because I would not have enough money. Yeah, right now, I think we're almost actually over budget right now, which is not good. Oh no, I think we're actually just under. It's hard to see on like the preview that I'm watching right now, but yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys like the build. We'll hop into the game to do a, real life tour real quick. And yeah, thank you for watching. This is a new channel I'm launching. Like, subscribe, and all that if you'd like. It's okay if you don't. Be cool. Those are the Panther Paws. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the in-game tour right about now. So this is the front. I think it looks pretty good from the front. I've built this entire world just in evening time, so I think it's the best lighting. I love the landscaping on this one. There's the house next to it. You can see they're kind of the same style. We've got, all the debug stuff. We've got the debug car. I love the dirt around the path. We didn't forget an outdoor bin. The backyard just has some rocks and some planters. But whoa, spinning around. Let's go to the first floor. Got a little bench out here and a little easel to do some skill building. You walk in right here. Little living room. Nothing crazy. I forgot a curtain, but it's fine. We're at 19,430. There we go. Yeah, a little TV, couches. We go back here. We've got this room, little dining table, kitchen, pretty basic. Back door. If we go upstairs, we have a little bathroom, kids room. I like this room a lot. Yeah, we had some toys, and then we've got this room right here with a little computer, bookshelf, plant, lamp. Yeah, pretty small house, but I like how it turned out. Closed in backyard, a lot of landscaping. I think it looks really cute, and hopefully this whole area will look really good once there's more houses. I think I might do maybe a park here or a community lot. But yeah, thanks for watching. Peace.